Hello, Missy. Hello, you guys. You're so cute. You're so cute. Hey, hey, hey. Be nice. Betty, Betty, Betty. Where you gonna go? Got my TV going here. I had an old antenna I wasn't using and I broke it to smithereens. So I had to go borrow one off a different TV. Oops. Onyx has done a lap around the whole place, just checking everything out. Here comes another Harley, number 50. They head past my house out Highway 87 and do the loop around to either Blue Creek or Duck Creek. It's a nice drive. I've made it a million times. I took all my stuff that was stacked around the yard and I distributed it to the areas I'm gonna build my. Oh, Betty's over looking at the rocks. I'm gonna have a little rock garden right here. I'm gonna have another one right down there by Onyx. You know, this is a bunch of my garden stuff, bird bath and some pots and here, let's check Betty out on the rocks. Here's all my rocks I brought over. Hi, Betty. You like them rocks? They're pretty nice rocks. And this was full here. All I got is that stuff now, but it was there was a lot of stuff there, and there was a whole bunch of stuff here too. And Bill, my landlord, told me he has a whole bunch of snow fence. So I'm gonna put posts in from the shed all the way along here where you can see these chairs and stuff. I did this so that I could take Onyx off her tether, supervised, and because if she goes past here into the neighbors, you know, I don't know where she'll go. So I just took all the stuff I had hauled out here and I made a fence out of it all. See, this is where the other rock garden's gonna be. And here's my stairs I built. And when it turned icy and snowed, and then when it melted and got muddy, I was so glad to have that because this hill was really slippery. I just took these boards and covered this area so she wouldn't go through here. And the haystack was way out to here. But yesterday I raked it all out and took the pallets, and this is part of my old dog kennel here. So I use it to keep the deer out. And I had Chip gave me a roll of wire fencing, and the deer were coming up to the stack, and they were eating big holes into it. So that was perfect. That's just what I needed because they can't ruin the stack. So the whole stack is safe. I don't mind if they have bites, but I can't, like, look what somebody did right here. Because they can get over the fence. One of them stood up and ate this hole. The whole stack would be eating holes if I hadn't. And every day I had to pull the tarp completely over. I have to have an area open where I'm pulling bales out. And then I have to completely cover it up or they will go in and steal it. So like this is where I'm working from right now. See, so there's a bale there ready for me to go. And then I head for that hay. And just little by little, I keep on doing more. And I got my garbage can and my dresser for horse stuff and leftover building materials. And this is my big construction garbage can. This tree is all dead. That tree is all dead. Since day one, I've been breaking dead branches out. This tree's alive, but it had a big dead section I've been tearing out. And right now I'm in my backyard, but I have a gate that goes in the backyard out to her pasture. And then she's got a gate right there that comes out of the corral. And so today she's mowing the lawn. And by me putting that stuff on that side there and the little place going out my driveway, which has got something across it so she doesn't leave. And then this corner up here are the only three places that you can get out of the yard. See, this is where there's the dead branch pile. And here's the fence line and that junk pile right there. I can open this. If we ever have to drive into the yard, I can remove that panel. That's going to be my fire pit. It's a bunch of junk Bill needs to keep. But last year, this was junk all the way along here. It was just solid 4 feet deep. And this is just all the tin I have left after building the barn, tearing the barn down at the other place. And you can't drive through here because this is the drain field for the septic and the ground's soft. You don't want to collapse it, but I just put my sawhorses here and I got these plastic pallets and the steel table's helping out. That way she can't come out this section. And then this week I'm gonna put metal posts from that telephone pole over there all the way along the highway, and Bill's gonna give me that snow fence. And right in front of the horse trailer up at the highway will be the last post. And then I'm gonna go get my gate that I had at the end of my driveway at the old place. Hi, Piper, what are you doing over there? So the gate will go from the highway right to a spot right in front of the horse trailer. And I'll have to pick through this field and throw any sharp stuff or whatever into that junk pile. And then I have to go down to the gully down here and clean it the same way. I've already been throwing stuff all in one pile. And when I'm done picking all the garbage out of there, I'll ask Bill if he'll bring his dump truck over and we'll pick up the junk pile. And I'll move all that junk down in the gully up to where you can see the fence. You probably can barely see it, but it's right past that tree right there. And so I'll bring it really close so the day we pick it up, all we got to do is take the panel off and load the dump truck. And then on the other side of the gully, I'll put a fence all the way across, and then I'll have to do another one on the side, just like I showed you on the side of my yard. I'll have to put one on that side. But he said he has a lot of that fence, so I've bought a lot of poles. When I started moving in, they didn't know why I kept on going and getting 8 more posts, but I knew I was going to put up electric or I was going to do something, and the place would, so I could sit here in my chairs, and then the chair I'm sitting in over there, actually, the two of them are going to live at my rock garden over there. So those are my two little areas with my comfy lawn chairs. And this is the end of all my building materials from tearing down that barn. And Onyx is a happy girl. She likes this human yard grass. Don't you, Onyx? It's good stuff. I love these 4 trees. They are, and see, I have a clothesline. I have to keep it down when she's in the yard. I wouldn't want to get tangled in it, but I love these 4 trees. Look how they're all lined up. They're just huge. And they are alive. They just have little sections that are dead. And see, I got a brand new roof on my side. He's got to put a new roof on the garage, but I was telling him they have those subsidies for putting up solar, as long as he's got to fix the frame inside and so on. He ought to consider it. And then the little door right there in front of my back door, he's going to put a roof over that, so it'll go over my steps and over the whole little patio on the top and over that entire little stairway that goes downstairs, because this house is stucco, and it's not a problem when it's raining, but when the ice melts, you get a lot of drip. So he's going to build that. Look at, I took the ladder, used it as a fence. Piper, you don't need to be in the front. Get back here. Come on. Once I get everything cleaned up better, I'm going to put a little table, a couple chairs and a little table there. And that's my little porch up there. Oh, one more thing before I go. I want to show you what I did to the front porch. That lion right there, I have a bunch of salt left over from this winter, and you put a bag inside the lion, and then you pour gravel or sand or whatever you want. Well, I'm going to put my salt in there. I'm going to pour all my salt in there for weight. So this was just mud and ice. It was just really a mess. So I raked it and swept it all out, and filled my bird bath full of my petrified wood and some of my favorite rocks, and another little bird bath with a bunch more of I love this rock right here. He's one of my favorites. I got some rocks that are really cool. And then hi Piggy. When I get the lion full of the salt, see, I have a part of a bag, and I have all of this and all of that, and part of a bag and a big another big container. I don't have a doorbell that people can't figure out to knock. If you saw that on somebody's door, would you knock? I would. And this is my ashtray. This is my this is my front door ashtray. Bucket of rocks. So the whole time I was sweeping and flinging the mud and leaves away, I didn't even think about it, and I looked at poor Forrest, and he was just covered in mud. I washed him with buckets of water out of the bathtub that I let go cold. And those aren't going to be like that. I'm gonna arrange those rocks forward, and then it's going to look really nice when I'm done doing that. And that's all the building materials that are left on the side. There was a lot. And there's my giant pile. He said, Bill said that, see that metal protection thing for the gas meter? There was a big tree here, and it came down, took out the shed, and broke the gas meter. So that's why they put that there. And see these stucco houses, they start to crack, and you have to fill them in, and so that's why he decided he'll probably just put a roof over that one part. See, I just put a cable across, and I thought since the ladder was sitting there, I might as well lay it down. I'm trying to teach Onyx that don't even think of trying to leave. You know, this is just a bale of sawdust. Oh, more rocks, buckets of rocks. Those are my some of my oldest. I got 2 piles of fence posts that are old like that. Some things don't need as strong of a. And this is the only outdoor storage I have. It's just this little shed. I just stuck this tarp in because it was one of the things that were out there. I got a lot of stuff in here though. Woo! Yikes! But I'm gonna bring that bird cage outside, and Carlos will be able to use it all summer. I got this roll of cable, and I should make a piece of some kind of fencing because I know it's not that much, but I don't know. I'll have to get one of those fasteners that it'll bend and come back to itself, and then there'll be some kind of a bolt thing that makes it be closed. That's all I'll need on both ends is that special cable fastener, and pull it really tight, and I got a really strong fence. And so these chairs will be the ones I keep near the back door. These 5. The other night I had this. Hi, Carlos. See, there's the lion. These lions don't weigh anything. You have to fill them full of sand. Look at this. I mean, this is how light they are. I can pick it up. Isn't that right, Carlos? Need a giant bird bath. But I'm gonna put him on my front step. I'm gonna bring the pig in the backyard, and he's gonna be my guard on the front step, and nobody better steal him. As if I had a metal railing, I would put a little cable around him, and I would lock him up. You wouldn't be able to tell just down around the bottom, but there isn't that the whole front porch is made out of brick and concrete. So Betty's going somewhere. She's a good hunter. She got spring fever. She wants to be out all the time now. Little by little, I just taught her how. Hi, Betty. How's my girl? There she goes. She likes to run all the way across the yard. She'll just run from one corner to the next as fast as she can. She's a good cat. I found some sunflower seeds eaten in that shed. So if there weren't mice before, I've brought them by having those sunflower seeds accessible. And Piper, she spreads rocks everywhere. But I'm going to tell her, no, you cannot play with any rock you want. She's going in my buckets, stealing them. And me and Bill were doing something a couple days ago, and she did that, and I was telling her no. And I looked at what she sat down, and it was a bone, just a nothing bone. And this little teeny bone in the middle of all these rocks, and she knew it was there. I said, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, here's another little pile of older posts. And Bill said he has a friend that has 13 of them I can have for half the price of new. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Miss Kitty. Miss Betty Kitty. You be nice to my kitten. I guess just a few years back, this doghouse was in perfect condition. And then the next time Bill came over, it was completely ruined. It's amazing what people are capable of. But over here, took a lot of loads out of this place just to get it to this condition. This fire pit's going to be fun. And for the first time, a couple days ago, I went in that pump house. He took me in and showed me everything. And there's a ladder that goes down underground, and the room down underground is as big as the room upstairs. This whole end, this garage, the people who lived here owned a restaurant, and the single and the double garage are full of industrial kitchen equipment. All the stuff to have a restaurant. This was solid washers and dryers across here before everything got hauled off. And, I don't care that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barbecues. That's fine with me. See, there's my big beauties, my 4 trees. I really do like it here. You can see how that's a fence how I did that. Well, this is probably pretty long, so I'm going to say goodbye. Bye-bye. See, and I can leave Carlos sitting on the perch. Isn't that right, Carlos? Did you say chirp? Did you say chirp? Say bye-bye.